What's going on, people? This is Shot Hits, and today is another edition of Interviews with a Rebel. And today, I am sitting down with somebody I've known for probably about 15, maybe going on like 20 years.
Yeah.
It's been a little minute. So my man, the best rapper I know personally, my man, Amir Driver. How are you doing today,
I'm
sir?
good, bro. I love that you lead off with that best rap. Yo, you know what? Yes, I still am a rapper guy. But
The best rapper I know personally. There's other niggas that's way better than him, but the one I know personally.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm good, bro. I appreciate you for having me.
Yeah,
up
no
here,
problem,
man.
no problem. So, like I said, I've been knowing this guy since probably about 2006, 2007-ish. And when I met him, he was just a young nigga. I was his OG, you know, just helping him guide through the ways of life, you know. But nah. He was just a dude that was just out here rapping. I was like, yo, I really rock with him. Like we was cool then. I feel like over the last like 3 or 4 years, we really got super tight.
Yeah,
so,
super tight.
Yeah, so for the people that don't know you,
Yeah.
who are you and what do you do though?
My name is Amir Driver, A Driver. I am a rapper, entrepreneur, entertainer from the area. Started off rapping, like Shad said, when he first met me, I was just solely rapping. That was my main focus in the area. I gained a lot of steam doing that. Mm-hmm. From there, I started my own clothing line, Made In Norfolk Apparel. It came actually as show merch initially because, you know, when I was doing shows, a part of my introduction was telling people I was from Norfolk. Mm-hmm. So I started branding it, wearing it on my clothing. And then from there, my homie started asking, so, you know, just with natural progression, you know, we started the clothing brand.
Okay. Don't get too. Don't
yeah,
get
my bad.
That's one of my questions.
Okay, sorry.
All right. So, first question, which is the icebreaker question, right?
Right.
I feel like you can appreciate this. So, I feel like everybody has a soundtrack to their life.
Right.
So, if you had to make a playlist of the 3 to 5 songs that make up your life, that are not your songs,
Okay.
what songs would they be? Like your life was a movie. What are the songs that would be like the score for that?
Okay. Jay-Z, Heart of the City. Yeah. Ain't No Love.
I feel like I heard you like debate that song, saying like that's like Jay-Z's most definitive song recently.
One of them, definitely. That and Dead Presidents to me are like the Jay-Z songs. Like, you know what I mean? Dead Presidents Part 2 for sure. That would be one of them.
Okay.
I would have to say Marvin Gaye, What's Going On.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Why is that?
Cause it's a lot going on, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Definitely a lot going on. And sometimes I have to ask myself, Amir, what is going on? Yo, like,
I feel you on that.
you know, more money, more problems.
I can see that.
For sure.
Yeah.
More money, more problems. And last would be Simple Mathematics, even though, you know, I'm not supposed to like have my own
Think
song.
that's one of your songs.
I know, but still, man, like, it's like, you know, that's just.
Why is that?
Because I have made a lifestyle around like a saying and a sort, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That shit is so much so me now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle in the sense that other people, you know what I mean, like, yo, bro, I'm out here trying to make $1 every day, bro. You know what I mean? I feel you. So, yeah, like, if it's a soundtrack, it gets to a point where it's like, all right, in the movie, like, okay, this is where he's at.
Right.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Okay. For some reason, I thought the song was Make $1 Every Day. I thought that was the title of the song.
Yeah, it's called Simple Mathematics, but, you know, it's just that, whole make $1 every day motto has kind of like taken over. So.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so you went a little bit into your backstory already, but so you said that you were performing and you started to just kind of put it on your clothes and whatnot.
Yeah. I started branding it to myself because I always felt like rappers, entertainers, you know what I mean? The ones that I liked always brand themselves to their area. You know, Biggie, you know, Jay, Brooklyn. Fab was from Brooklyn. Nip was the big Crenshaw wave. Like any rapper that you can kind of think of, they associated themselves with their area real hard. You know what I'm saying? And here, you know, because it's so tight knit, people just say we from Virginia, and that's cool. I understand that, but I was like, bro, I'm from Norfolk.
Yeah.
So with that, I just felt like branding that more so to myself and making it a big stint. I mean, a big part of my presentation. You know what I'm saying? So from there, we started putting it on the clothes. Once I started putting it on the clothes, the homies started asking for hats. So I started giving my homeboys hats. They would be wearing them around. Then I started kind of using them as like leveraging tools with like DJs and shit like that.
What you mean?
I'd be like, yo, bro, you want a hat? I give you a hat, you play my song. We're not gonna talk about payola and things of that nature. But I was like working the system though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I knew I could like get to certain stations, talk to certain DJs and things of that nature, and the brand was fire. So I was like, niggas gonna want it. You know what I mean? So if I kick it like, yo, this is my shit, you know what I mean? You from the town, you working on such and such radio station, you know what I mean? You want a hat, bro. Listen, take this hat, bro. Throw my shit in the mix, bro. Take 2 hats, bro. Take 3 hats, bro. It's cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? So from there, these DJs not only on the radio, they out in the clubs and shit of that nature. So, I was really doing a lot of like grassroots stuff like that.
That's kind of like some old guerrilla marketing. Like the more people see Made in Norfolk out, they're gonna associate that with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So were you thinking about that before, or that just kind of happened?
Truly, not to the sense that I am now. I'll say it truly did just happen because, like I said, I was just looking at it from a place of marketing myself on the music end. Like, you know what I mean? I'm going to get these guys these hats because it's cool.
Yeah.
They're going to play the music for me. But as I saw the branding in itself start to grow, I was like, oh, nah, people see this and they completely attach this shit to me. Like, you know what I mean? They like, oh, yo, I seen them in the Norfolk Head Driver. That's your shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, that's mine too. Like, oh, yeah, okay, bet. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay.
Yeah, it did go into that.
So when did you kind of switch from, because now you have a store. So when did you kind of switch from it just being some merch to like, I want it to be its own line, I want to have a whole store, a whole brand around it?
Honestly, man, honestly, maybe like 5 years ago or so, 5 or 6 years ago. Not to sound cliche, right? But I really was fucking with Nip super heavy on the Crenshaw shit. When he did the marathon mixtape and he had packaged the tape for $100, right? I was like, damn, bro, somebody you can really do that. But like when I saw what it was like you got a whole bunch of merch and things associated with it too. So I was like, yo, we can really like package this and sell it as something in itself. You know what I mean? People will tap into it and I can still do the music and still attach it to my brand and it can just be a subsidiary to myself in a sense. Right. You know what I'm saying? So once the demand grew and people started asking for it, I was like, we're just gonna do it. So from there, I started making shirts, sweatshirts, the hats. I started branching out and doing other things other than just the one product. Cause I just had a hat, you know what I mean? It was just navy blue hat, dark navy hat, white writing. Like on some New York
like
Yankee. Yeah, like a Yankee, you know what I mean? My thing is always like association. You know what I mean? Your mind will attract you to things that you can already kind of associate with. You know what I mean? Okay. Like you see some shit and it's like, oh, I'm familiar with that to a sense. You know what I mean? Like the Yankee we know is a staple. It's the dark navy. It's white. People been wearing it for years. They wear it with whatever, even if it don't match. I'm like, yo, shit, I'm gonna do the same thing.
But when you go to the store, instead of buying a Yankee fit, if you from Norfolk, you're like, you know what? I might as well just get one. I might as well get one to rep the hometown. It looks similar. I can do the same thing, wear it the same way. So that was what it was at first. But like I said, once I decided to branch it out and make it a brand of its own, we started doing t-shirts, started doing the sweatshirts. You know what I mean? And then from there, it just kept growing. So what has been some of the hardest parts about starting a brand? Staying consistent. I tell people that all the time. Staying consistent is always one of the hardest things to do, but it's the most important thing in this though. Because the consistency is what generates the revenue, is what generates the attention that you might be looking for. You know, it will gain you the steam that you want for all these things, but you gotta stay at it. Like people, I feel like people tap into things that you yourself are selling are super vested in. If they look at it and it's like, yo, you know what? You've been doing this for a very long time. You want super hard. Maybe I should invest in it and see what's going on. But if it's something that you look like you don't care about,
right? You know,
other people not gonna care.
They're not gonna care, right? People will dedicate just as much interest as you do. You know, so that's always, I always feel like it's one of the hardest things, because there are times when you as a creator, because we all are just being creatives in a sense, you know, will step outside of yourself, will not step outside of yourself, look in and be like, yo man, I ain't where I want to be, this, that, and third, this ain't moving. And you might try to dive into something else. But if you have an idea that seems kind of concrete, I always say you consistently need to stay on that shit, stay on that path, keep pushing, keep trying to seek other methods and ways of getting it out. You know what I mean? Because then you'll start to see other things come from it. Like I said, when I was doing the clothes at first, people weren't asking, but the more I kept putting product out, the more I kept giving hats away, selling hats. And then people were like, yo, I keep seeing this. What is this? Where can I get this? You have this, let me get this, you know, and that's just the thing, just staying diligent to it.
Okay. Let's go back a little bit. I feel like momentum is something that a lot of people don't recognize, especially in business.
Right.
But usually once you do something that starts to generate that traction, it kind of like a snowball effect. Things just kind of start moving. What do you feel like was the thing that kind of generated the most momentum for your brand? Was it the DJs? Was it something else? Or
honestly, I'll say probably my social media presence.
Okay.
Because
you be up there every morning.
Every morning, man, every day, even prior to to having a store and me promoting it from that perspective, you know, I always had Made in Norfolk on. And I always posted pictures with me wearing it. Or
do you have regular clothes?
No.
Okay. I kind of figured that.
Made in Norfolk is regular clothes.
I mean, outside of Made in Norfolk.
It's designer. If I ever want to go out and look super nice, I got button-up shirts and shit.
I think I say that.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, man. It's to a point where I've created a brand that I feel like is a lifestyle. I don't feel like I don't think Ralph Lauren wear nothing but Ralph Lauren.
I can see that.
I don't think Ralph wear nothing but Ralph.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why? I have created, when you create something that is a lifestyle in itself, you got everything. Polo got every damn thing.
Yeah.
If you ever been to like a big Polo store and shit, they got Polo keychains. They might have Polo fire hydrants, my nigga, like sheets,
towels, all that. Yeah.
All types of decor. Whatever you're looking for is there. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, if they can do that and make it cool and people tap into it, why can't I do the same thing? What stops me from being able to do the same thing?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I approach it. Everything say Made in Norfolk. The only thing that doesn't say Made in Norfolk is my undergarments, and we're going to change that very soon. You know what I'm saying?
Made in Norfolk drawers coming soon.
Listen, drawers, socks, wife beaters, you know what I'm saying? We're working on towels now. When I drop this towel, like this bathroom set.
You about to drop a bathroom
set? Man,
set?
listen, man. Shower set.
Go for it, man.
Because, I mean, you know, one of the things that I feel like works for my brand is that it taps into something that people care about, you know, and that's representing where they're from. Like, I'm not the only person that really loves the area, you know, so, or the city. So with that, you know, other people that feel strongly about it are going to invest in it also. So kind of make anything, put Made in Norfolk on it, man. Because like I said, it taps into something different.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So speaking of which, I can say necessarily an issue I had with your brand, but I want to support it. Right. But I'm also not from Norfolk.
This is true.
So do you feel like you've kind of like pigeonholed yourself by saying Made in Norfolk when there's other, it's not like this is a big city like New York. Right. Because everybody around there want to be from New York. Right. But it's Norfolk. A lot of people from Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, Suffolk, Portsmouth, whatever the case may be. Do you feel like that has been like a issue or you pigeonholed yourself? Okay, so
I do feel like it has been somewhat of an issue because people don't understand or are not willing to understand what it is. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, like, you know, I get that things grow to a point where everybody wants to represent them, and you can. You know what I mean? You can still rep because it's a brand, bro. Right. You know what I mean? We have shirts on every day that might say Made in China in them, but you're not made in China. You might wear a shirt that says Tommy Hilfiger. You ain't never met Tommy a day in your life. You know what I'm saying? I understand that people see that and be like, I'm not made in Norfolk, but the branding in itself kind of just represents the area. I'm just from Norfolk. By me being from Norfolk, you know, I wanted to focus on that. When you wear a New York Yankees hat, not from New York, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it does not stop you from being able to do that. If people, I get why in the area it's not done because we're so close.
Because I definitely had on a hoodie one day and somebody like, yo, you from Norfolk? I'm like, nah, I'm from Portsmouth. Like, why the fuck you got that on? Yeah. Then I felt like I was ridiculed. And I didn't like that. I didn't appreciate that.
What you and you know, MADE is an acronym. It does stand for Make a Dollar Every Day, but you know that's a lot to explain to somebody on the move like that. You know what I mean? So what I do intend on doing is expanding, in a sense, to make it available to everybody. I didn't want to necessarily like stretch the Made In branding, but so far, because I feel like it kind of waters down the initial branding.
Yeah.
But we gonna do it in a way that's gonna make it cool and accessible for everybody.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. So another question for you is, you've been a rapper for like the last 15, 20 years or so.
25.
All right, 25 years. From the womb, you know.
That jumped out.
Yeah, spitting bars. So how do you feel when people might know you more so from the store and the brand as opposed to your music?
So it's so cool, right? Because that is an eye-opener for me for how fast the brand has grown. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, speak on that.
Because I have been doing music for like 15 years. And when I say doing music, I mean like recording, putting content out for like 15 years. So that's doing things to make people aware of me as a rapper.
Right.
But in this 8-year span, right, I have done enough with the clothing for people to be like, yo, you make Made in Norfolk, bro. I seen the store, this, that, and the third. Even if you don't know I rap, that just to me says that we are successful on a certain scale at something, you know, that it has taken precedent over everything else. And that's fine. You know, once they dial into the clothes and get to see me and then find out that I rap, it's like, yo, and you nice, man. I'm about to go listen to whatever. I listen to this, that, and the third. So it's still the same love. I don't get mad. You know what I mean? It's for me, it's just you acknowledging something that I just came up with in my mama's room, crib, in one of the rooms in my mama's crib, and made work. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. So any love is love for me. I don't care, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that. You know what I'm saying? Super hung up on the shit. Like, yeah, I'm a rapper first, always. You know, this derived from me being a rapper. But has it taken precedent? For sure.
Yeah.
Do I care? Nope. Because it allows me to wake up every day and be Amir Driver, rapper, entrepreneur, owner of Made in Norfolk. So, yeah, I'm cool.
This nigga's great with the words, man.
I'm cool, man. For real. Because so, all right. I'm good at rapping. I've been blessed to do a lot of things with it, but it didn't generate monetary income enough for me to be able to to do it all the time. You know, that's a lifestyle. That's a certain way you got to live. You got to be able to move a certain way to be able to do that successfully if you really want to do it. Wasn't able to just make money enough to do that rapping, but I was still creative enough to create a lane where I could wake up every day and do this if I chose to all day and still, you know, create monetary income without having to clock into a 9-to-5. So do I care that people be like, yo, you made Made in Norfolk? Yep, I'm the Made in Norfolk guy.
Okay.
Yep.
So speaking of which, do you feel like it's super important for rappers, especially local rappers, if you're not really making money, to have another source of income?
Hell yeah, because you can't be living no pipe dream. You know what I'm saying?
And speak on that though.
So what happens a lot of time is that, you know, rappers, artists, whoever, man, they fall into what's going on Instagram, things that they might see other people doing visually. And it's like, yo, I want to do that too, you know. That's smoke and mirrors. You don't really know what's going on behind the scenes and how they generate income. Them dudes might be going to clocking in working 12 hours and 11 hours, and for the 1 hour that they on the gram, they posting all the shit that they did whenever, you know what I'm saying? So I tell people all the time, you know, don't get caught up in facades. You got to live a life. You have to live a real life outside of trying to create entertainment. You know what I mean?
And we're living a real life. You got real bills.
You got real bills, real responsibility. Like, don't fall victim to a facade. Like, you know, A Driver is a character. You know what I mean? In a sense, you know what I mean? Amir Driver is a character, but Amir Driver is like, nah, when I go sit down at home, I still got to take care of bills. I got my son. You know what I mean? There are things that still have to be taken care of on a real scale outside of this that you got to make sure that you are taken care of. So I tell niggas all the time, bro, listen, I know you want to do it, get a job. Don't be out here, or if you generate some form of income, because you can't just be living no pipe dream. You know what I mean? You can't. If you ain't making no bread off of it, you spinning your wheels. That shit costs money. It costs money to be a rapper.
Yeah, you gotta do studio for some people. You gotta do videos. Gotta do a whole bunch of other stuff. Even just moving around.
Even just moving around. You know what I mean? If you want to do it, and you, even though we're shut down right now, but if you want to go and do anything, you still gotta move around.
Yeah.
You know, that shit ain't cheap. Yeah. So, yeah, nah.
Okay. So, last year, you know, COVID just kind of wiped everything out for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. How did that affect you and all the stuff that you had going on?
Well, you know, COVID actually was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware.
COVID was actually a blessing in disguise, man. Was able to catch up on a lot of back work. Mm-hmm. You know, thanks to everybody that supported Made In Norfolk Apparel.com. You know, site did very well. Mm-hmm. You know, we were able to get you and I were able to get a project done.
Yeah. Got a couple things done.
We got a couple things done, man. Yeah. We got a couple things done during COVID. We got First Day Out. You should stream that now on all streaming platforms. Mm-hmm. EP. Did you exactly? Yeah, Shy would be the EP. Yeah,
he creative director.
Yeah, he put it together. He helped put it together. We put together First Day Out. 3-song project. We shot video. We shot an extensive interview. We did the behind the scenes. Then after that, we did Military Highway, the short film. It's a scary movie. My man wanted to shoot a scary movie, so we shot
Wes Craven out here.
You feel me? We shot a scary movie around the Made in Norfolk Apparel clothing store. I did 2 live stream shows. Mm-hmm. One I did in the Military Circle Mall performance studio space. It's on my YouTube channel. That's like one of my favorite live shows. Mm-hmm. Like just the sound of it.
Yeah, it look good.
Yeah, you know, I did that one. I did one with Fubu Radio. Mm-hmm. We also did Quarantine and Tape. That was the another 3-song mixtape and short film-ish type thing, video concept I did with Virtual Artists. We did that before we did ours, you know what I'm saying? You know, I did a lot of work, man. I actually was very active during the time of us not doing too much. So
okay. So you felt it was super important to still stay active while the world was shut down.
Right, for sure. Because people were truly vested in what was going on because they didn't have anything to do. You couldn't go to work, you know. You were receiving unemployment, so, you know, you didn't really have to worry about where the income was coming from. So I think it was, even though it was a stressful time to an extent, it was a less stressful time for a lot of people, you know. Okay. You know, the stress levels might have changed. So with that, you might be, I feel like a lot of people were a lot more vested into what they were doing from a social media space. So I just wanted to keep providing content, visual content, staying present, staying relevant. And I feel like we did that very well. You know, I feel like we did that well.
How do you feel like that related to like the success of the brand last year?
You know, everything we did had Made in Norfolk associated to it. So
most of the stuff shot in the store, whatever.
Yep. So from a visual space, I think it just added a presence for people that may not have been to the store yet, you know, because even if you have not come through the door, I've seen this store in the movie, or I saw this store in your video, you know. So it still it helped keep Made in Norfolk visible and relevant on a different scale outside of just it being closed. It's like, damn, this shit is everywhere now, you know what I mean? But whatever we did, so even if people weren't promoting Made in Norfolk, the branding, they were promoting Amir Driver, the rapper. The branding was still present in the midst of it all. So,
okay, makes sense. I believe in the phrase, you got to spend money to make money.
Right.
What is something that you spend money on that's led to the highest return so far?
Equipment.
Okay.
Equipment. You know, I'm very big on staying relevant and up on what's new from a perspective of the fashion equipment and making space, because, you know, we do all of our own production in store. It's all in-house. So for me, man, every month I'm buying 2 and 3 new pieces of equipment for the store and for the shop, just so we can more efficiently make the clothing, get the product quality up. So people feel like they actually have not just Made in Norfolk clothing, but a piece of branding. Like, you know what I mean? You treat it with the same respect that you would a polo shirt. You know what I mean? So That's big for me. So I always am investing in equipment for better product for better quality product in the store.
Okay. So you said that, you produce all of your clothing for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Would you suggest that? Somebody that's just starting out?
Yeah,
all right.
For sure.
And why?
Well, one, it keeps your overhead down. It keeps the overhead down, and that's one of the most important things in business. You want to make sure that you are making more profit than you are losing, And when you are outsourcing a lot of services, sometimes it cuts into your profit margin a lot.
True.
So it makes it a little bit harder to gain steam, because you're not making as much profit as you could. So I tell people all the time, if you can, find ways to make and create your own product, do that, because you'll see your efficiency increase and you'll see your profit margin increase because, you're more in control of how your product is put out.
Gotcha.
With us, we put out product in the store every 1 or 2 days because we have the availability to make the product in store. It's a situation where as a creative, I might sit down, I might wake up, I got an idea, let me put this on a shirt. I put it on the shirt, I put it on myself and take a picture of it on myself. If something of that nature, people, I need that. If I get 5 or so people to hit me up and say they need it, I'm gonna put 15 on my shelf.
Okay.
And even if I don't gauge it like that, it just gives you the availability to be more in control of a production space, and that's just what you want.
Instead of having an idea and then gotta wait 2 or 3 weeks to kind of get it back, and then people don't really care about it.
Right, they don't even care about it that much anymore, right? And it just provides a quick return, like in that sense. Yeah, you have an idea, you get it done, get it out. So
okay. All right. So before we wrap this, I got a couple of very quick questions, and I'm kind of want to put you in the mindset of somebody who's, say I'm a young designer who wants to start their own brand.
Okay.
And I'm just like give you just ask you some real random questions, and hopefully you just give me the most realist answer ever.
Okay.
So, all right. So if I'm a young designer just starting out, what equipment should I start out with?
I would say get a MacBook Pro because Macs tend to not get viruses and things of that nature. You can start with a Silhouette or Cricut cutter machine.
Okay.
If you're trying to use and do vinyl based products, and a heat press. Get you a heat press. I would say get a 15 by 15 inch heat press because you can do bigger size shirts and things of that nature, bigger garments. So
okay.
Yep.
What type of garment should I start out with?
I always say start with t-shirts and sweatshirts, things that people can throw on quick and go. If you want to do hats, that's cool too. But hats, you have to outsource embroidery for hats. The machine itself is kind of expensive. So if you're just starting out, you want to keep your overhead down just until you gain, steam. Once you gain steam, you can start to do other things. But start off t-shirts, sweatshirts, make a very general base logo. You want it to be gray. You know what I mean? You don't want anybody to look at it and feel like it's leaning more this way, leaning more that way. Try to find something that's neutral in a sense. So it has a wider base that you can tap into. 5 white, 5 black, 5 black, 5 gray, small, medium, large, extra large, 2X, and go for what you know.
All right. Is having a website important?
Yeah, it's 2021. And a lot of people now are shopping online. We have no choice because of what's going on. So with that, when you have a website, what it does is it makes product available without you really having to put money into the product, because a lot of times when you don't have the clientele, investing in product is a loss because you don't have anybody to sell it to.
Right.
Once you have a website in place, you can kind of put your ideas out there, make them available for people to see if they choose to invest in it. Once you have all of your production space together, you can then make the product based upon the demand, and that keeps your overhead down.
Okay. And one last one. How often should you be on social media?
Every day. Every single day. If this is something that you're trying to do, the attention span is very short for people nowadays because it's so much going on. With that being the case, you got to stay in their face with your shit. You keep it present, you keep it relevant, you keep it fresh, you keep it popping, they're going to invest in it. That's just how it works. That's why you see me on the gram every day, posing with the same pose in different fits. Every single day. The angle might be the same, but the fit is going to change. I'm killing them. You feel me? Hey, listen, and I just got one, okay? I got my girl Jay. Shout out to Jay Josephine. Jay had came through the shop with this ill tripod, bro. And it's got like a motion sensor type wave on it, right? And depth perception and some wild shit. So when you stand in front of it, you put your hand in front of it. If you move, it moves with you. So yeah, I'm about to go crazy.
Yeah, because that little low angle you do every morning is trash.
You get the whole fit.
Yeah, I guess so. And your fits be trash. So.
Hey, listen, the fits be selling. That's what it's about. That's what it's about.
All right, cool. So what's next for Made in Norfolk, man?
Well, you know, it's still winter season, so we got puffer coats in store right now.
Yeah, I just peeped that yesterday.
Yeah, you know, all the colors haven't come in yet. I'm waiting for the rest to come through. But for us, you know, just staying consistent with keeping fresh and fly product on the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
Staying big in the city, you know, I'm trying to be a city staple. We're trying to make it a super landmark feel, and just that's what we're gonna keep doing. Made in as in a branding in itself, you know, next is to expand. You know, I have a lot of things that I am gonna manifest this year in regards to the branding of Made in Apparel. You know what I mean? Doing things to help cater to other areas and people and things of that nature. So if you see another one of them little storefronts pop up, make sure you tap in.
Oh, okay.
So
you plan on starting another store?
Yeah, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it.
And I guess it gotta be in Norfolk somewhere. Okay. Okay. I ain't gonna ask too many questions.
Yeah, it's still gonna be like that's a goal that I have. It's still gonna be super close in proximity, super accessible. But yeah, I ain't gotta be in the city. Made in Norfolk is for the city, so we'll leave that one there. But yeah, I gotta go.
Okay. All right, well, let people know where they can find you. I know you got your whole spiel.
Oh, man, do I? You know, I've been doing this for like 10, 20 years now, man, same spiel.
I actually showed L one of your videos, like, this nigga can really talk. I was like, yo, this nigga just be talking.
Hey, listen, man, rolling, right?
Right.
And it's all off the cuff. You know, I used to watch The Rock back in the day, and it's so crazy for me to know that he like was freestyling all that wild shit, right? Because it really do be freestyle, so I get it. But like, he would be going. That's one of about nothing. That's one of the best talkers, bro. Ever. But for me myself, man, if y'all looking for me, you can find me at Amir Driver, AMIRDRIVER, Made MADE on all streaming platforms, all social media networks, Facebook, Amir Driver, Google, Amir Driver, YouTube, Amir Driver, Black People Meet, Christian Mingle, Farmers Market, Amir Driver, www.madeinnorfolkapparel.com, Made in Norfolk Apparel at Instagram and on Facebook, you know, Google, Made in Norfolk Apparel. We everywhere that we supposed to be and everywhere that we not supposed to be. That means we everywhere, right? All right,
you confused yourself.
I did. I threw myself off, but yeah, I'm here, man. Shout out to my man Shy always. Make sure y'all pull up on the store. We are open Monday through Saturday, 11 to 8 p.m. 700 North Military Highway, Space 2006, Ground Zero, better known as the Made in Norfolk Apparel clothing store. I say it every single day, you know. So much so that I see people out in the street and they be 700 North Military Highway. I'm like, yeah, you feel me? Lil Joe, what you know? Huh? Yeah.
All right, brother. Well, I appreciate you coming through and chopping it up with me. Kind of getting into your business of your business.
Yeah, man, no problem.
So, you guys, thanks for checking out. If y'all like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel.
Yeah.
Please consider sharing it with somebody who's trying to start a new store, new brand, new business, whatever the case may be. So, once again, I'm Shad Harris, and you guys stay safe, stay running free, but keep creating, keep shooting, and you guys have a good one.
Yeah.